Okay, now to get started with the email management tips training video here, I want you to know how many emails you have in your inbox. Now you can see there's a number 6 here in blue next to the word inbox. That's actually the unread mail, okay? To find out how many you have exactly in your inbox, take your mouse and go all the way down to the bottom, way down where it says items. It says 26, unread 6. If you don't see that number, you need to right click, right there, and turn on items in view, and that'll show you the 26 again. So I've got 26 in here. You might have 10,000, 20,000, 100 or 1,000, whatever. But either way, that kind of gives you an idea of how many emails are in the inbox. Now, a lot of people, it's overwhelming for them, or it's, like I said, it's like a search tank, and they just love it because they can search everything. But if you're interested in moving that out of your inbox and staying on top of what's in the inbox, first thing I want to show you is take your mouse here, hit your shift key, and you can grab a whole bunch of emails, okay? Now, if you've got thousands, I always tell people to go to the very bottom and go upward and grab them. And just to let you know that if you've got thousands, you can do thousands in one shot. Just remember that Outlook is going to spin and circle while you're doing this. Don't panic. Don't touch it. Just let it do its thing. But when you have these selected, you can right click and say move. And then you can see I've already made some folders here. But you pick other folder. And up here, I have a folder called old email. Okay, so we're just going to put that there for right now. Now you can see those are gone, and they're over here in the old email. Now, what I tell folks for email management is to move all those emails out because you still want to be able to search them, but they're just not going to be in your view every day. That, doesn't clutter up your brain when you're trying to keep on top of your inbox. So this could actually end up being thousands of emails in there, but that's okay because the Outlook 2013 and 16 can hold it, so don't worry about that. So now that we got the inbox down to a manageable level, let's say, I tell folks now we need to start training you on what to do with an email as soon as you get it. Now, of course, let's take a look at this email here. This is just an example. There's 3 ways to move email that I teach people. One is dragging. That is not my favorite, but you can. Up here at the top, there's a thing called quick steps, or you can right click and move mail also to the folder this way. The people mostly want to do what's faster for them. So I tend to use these quick steps up here, okay? So you can see that there's already some things up here in quick steps, old email and team mail and things that are default. So what I try to do is create a new one, and the new quick step is going to be called, let's say, project work, okay? And that's the name of the quick step. The action is going to be moved to a folder. You go pick the folder down here, project work. It knows to match it up from over here, and hit finish. Now you'll see at the top here, your project work is a quick step. So what I like to do is when I'm going through email, if I want to move it quickly, I just go up here, click on that, and now it's over here, right there, okay? These quick steps are really handy for me. I can tell you that. I use them more than anything in the world, right here. And you can clean these up by just going down to the quick steps and managing the quick steps right here and clean up what you don't want there. Some people have things they don't even know that are up there. Now, the other thing you can do in your inbox is create rules. So let's say you get a rule from somebody all the time, or excuse me, let's say you get an email from somebody constantly and you want them to be in a folder already sorted. You can go ahead and click on the email here. You can go to rules, and you can always move a message from somebody to a folder. Click on that, and let's just say we'll call it the test, and hit OK. Now, anytime you get an email from that person you just made that rule for, it'll always go here. That's a way to make a quick rule, is to click here and go to rules and always move it. You can also do an official rule, which is called create a rule, and it takes you into the shorter wizard version, which is like quick one. Always click that. Subject is this, sent to me, move it to this folder here, hit OK, and hit OK. Now this is the shortcut rule. and we're going to hit cancel. And then you can also go to the manage the rules and go through the full wizard, which this actually can take a lot more time, but it has more details in it. And I'm not going to go through this during this video. But, oops, let's cancel there. Let's cancel there. Okay, now another thing is, you see this is, I just grabbed this one, JCPenney Home. Well, if you constantly get things like this in your inbox, and you're like, yeah, I'm so sick of it, but you don't want to unsubscribe because you're like, worried that you're going to get on some spam list. What I tell folks to do is every day in the inbox, you click on the mail you don't want, you click junk, and block the sender. Okay? Now, when you do that, that goes down to your junk mail right here. And anything from like this company here would always go to junk mail. And remember what I was saying in the last video is you have to check your junk mail every day, just like a second inbox, because you don't want to miss any money. And then I just go and clean out the junk mail, as I do it almost all the time. But let's say at the end of your day, you go through and clean out all the junk. So that's a quick way of getting rid of the email newsletters and the ones you get from the shopping companies and things like that. And it's very helpful to keep your inbox clean, because I cannot tell you how many people I help and I see their inbox just full of stuff that could be in the junk or create a rule. Okay, so now I want to teach you real quick, back to folder management, is back with these quick steps up here and the folders on the side over here. Now remember I told you that I want you to create the 4 or 5 folders, right? So a lot of people, when they come in to work in the morning, now I'm going to put this, I'm going to put these emails back in the inbox so I can show you. So we got a little more to work with here. Okay. So let's say you are a 9 to 5 person and you come in to work in the morning and you've got this much email, okay, which might be standard for somebody who hasn't worked since 5 o'clock the day before. Well, instead of piecemealing what you want to do that day and going, oh, I'm going to go reply to that, and then I'm going to go do this one, what I tell folks is to start at the top or start at the bottom. The bottom one is maybe more urgent from yesterday, but start chopping off emails. So like this person here, you decide, you make a decision. Does this need to be done today? Which this would be in this folder here. Does this need to be done later? Does this need to be done on the weekend? Should I junk it or block it or delegate it? And that's really the simple process of managing your inbox, is clearing it out, okay? This will only take you a couple minutes to go through these 20-some emails if you have a reaction for every email. Make a decision on what you need to do with it, okay? Now, one thing I tell folks is, you see this folder over here called To Do on Thursday, is the reason why I say Thursday should have a day for a folder is because, like, let's say on Thursday afternoons, it's usually kind of slow in my business anyway. So on Thursday afternoons, it's nice to take an hour out to go deal with those emails. Okay, so you actually go do the work that you put in that To Do on Thursday folder, and then, you get them done, and then that's off your plate. And then during the week, while you're putting stuff in there, you actually can reply to these people and say, look, I can schedule this for Thursday afternoon. I'll get it done. You'll have it by then. So then you're not going to have to get an email from them saying, did you get my email? You're actually doing a reaction thing, which is telling them when they'll get it, and then you move it away. Okay, that's why I tell people To Do on Thursday is a real important thing. And then you put on your calendar on Thursday to do these emails. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so another thing I want to show you folks is if you have Exchange, all right? Exchange, these folders actually will be on your Exchange server, and they will with IMAP also. But you got to remember that the rules will all synchronize with the server. So if you put something into a rule that goes over here, it will miss the inbox, okay? So if you're on your phone and let's say you've got a folder that you have a lot of things in, it'll show on your phone, but if you have a rule set up, it will skip the inbox and go right down here. So you won't know that you got that email, but you might hear a ding on your phone or something. And a lot of people that have rules are like, God, I hear these dings all the time. That's why, because emails are going to those folders. Now we're going to recap the email management tips. Like I said, these are very easy. I went through it very quickly in like 10 minutes, okay? And a lot of people, this can take 1 to 2 to 3, 4 hours for them to learn, practice, and get good at it. And if you have a lot of email and you've got, a lot going on, this is not something quick that you're going to probably want to do. So let's just recap the top things again. Is number 1 is clean out your inbox and move your mail to an old email folder or somewhere else, because it's a lot easier to start managing your inbox when you have less. Okay, I will tell you that. Then the next few tips are, remember to have a to-do today folder, a to-do on Thursday, and then schedule out that time to handle that work that you don't want to do today. Maybe a folder for project work or something else, maybe weekend work, whatever. And then you can keep your old email up here. And what other folders you need, you can have them right here. It's up to you and how you want it managed. And if you already have thousands of folders and emails over here, you can always do a little trick, which is right click and rename it and kind of put like a symbol at the top here. And the symbol bypasses the alphabetical listing. So the symbol is really nice because then it keeps it at the top. And if you're on Exchange and IMAP, it also puts it at the top as well. So when you're on your phone and you're managing your mail, that folder will be at the top. And just also remember, if you're on the iPhone and you get an email, at the very bottom of that email, there's a little flag, there's a little folder, there's a garbage, and a little back arrow, and then a new compose message. If you're on your phone and hit that little folder that's between the garbage and the flag, you will see your folder structure listed, and you can just click on the folder you want it to move to, and then it will also then in Outlook go to that same folder. That's what Exchange does real nice. It moves the email to the folders you want. Okay, so now that we got the folders set up over here, make sure you come up to the top with the quick steps and make your little quick steps if that's how you choose to move your mail. Some people love dragging, so they're going to drag forever. But the point is that when you get an email in, whether you're a 24/7 person or a 9-to-5 person, is to make a decision with that email. Now, I'm very fast at responding to people, so I will hit reply and go reply back immediately. But sometimes, like I said, I can't do the work today, so I reply back to the person and say, well, I'll get back to you by a certain date. And when I teach people how to do stuff, I say use 1 day each week to do that work. So that's why you got that folder over here, the Thursday. But the point is to use your quick steps up here, create some rules to make things go to these folders also, to junk and block, and keep up with the inbox. Now, remember I was saying if you're a 24/7 person, the nice thing is on the weekends and at night, if you're reading an email, start learning to make that reactionary decision right now. And then you can start using your iPhone or your Android. I think that works in the Android too. Is to start moving the mails to those folders now. Don't wait until you've read it 4 times, because it's really a waste of time, unless you're going to do something about it. So that's what really helps people that are 24/7. And if you're a 9-to-5 person, remember to start your email at the very bottom and just chop away till you get to the top. And it can be done, folks. You can have an inbox that you do leave at 5 o'clock at night with nothing in the inbox because you've made a decision on what to do with those emails during the day. And the 24/7 person, everything is going to be managed in just a few folders over here. And that's kind of it, folks. That ends our 5th video set here, email management tips. Like I said, I went through it really fast. I went through all the videos kind of quickly. I made them in short spurts so you could stop, practice, and learn and keep watching it. You did purchase it. You have access forever, so don't worry. And if you are traveling and want a download, please contact me. I do offer a free download for you to take on a trip or watch on an airplane or whatever, because sometimes you need something to do, and that's perfect time to learn some Outlook training. Again, thanks, folks. And if you need to contact me, you can reach me at lisa@outlooktraining.biz. Thanks.